You guys ready for the final Tenchu 2 stream? You guys ready for the final? This is probably gonna be a short stream tonight if I had to take a guess. Unless I get another stealth mission that takes me an hour to get through. But I don't believe there's any of those left. But, I'm glad you guys are here. Weird, I thought I heard an echo. There was for a brief second because I had to look up and make sure I didn't turn off. I turned off my streams, from my stream preview, from watching the stream on Twitch at the same time to make sure it's all working properly. If I don't mute it, the audio will go through and you guys will hear my voice, then you hear my voice again, and then the echo just repeats itself. Watch the VOD from last night, the stealth bit was amusing. I'm glad it was entertaining. Trust me, it wasn't that great on my end. For some reason, it's actually very hard to be stealthy in a ninja game. You'd think that'd be the one part they worked on the most. But we're finishing up Tenchu 2 tonight. I was originally thinking, like, if I finished early, I'd play Tenchu 3, but I didn't really look into, like, configuring my Pakistani GameCube to play that game yet. So I'll have to wait for another night. But I hope everyone's had a good day. Tell me your stories, chat. What have you been up to? Still suffering? Suffering? You do realize I like Tenchu games, right?
You with a woman? You can't even.
Also, you with a woman? Oh, good old Ject. I need to get a proper emote that man made at one point. So just like the pasted on PDF image I have in Franker Face. Like an actual legit emote that's in the Twitch system. Last night tells me that one mission is like the one mission in the game I didn't like. So yes, there is one point in it I didn't like. Finally, the end of low poly boob simulator. Well, you'll miss them when they're gone. I wonder if there's a fetish for low poly boobs out there because of all the people who played PS1 games. There has to be, statistically speaking. There has to be someone out there who's like, man, I just really love low polygonal breasts. They probably keep that on the down low, though. I don't think they ever admit to it. Dart a blitzball. I mean, well, it'd just be Jekt's face, probably like laughing. Because we use him way too often here on the stream. Tomorrow is your birthday. Had to take away from my friends and family for a doctoral program though, so haven't been up too much. Oh well. I'll be streaming tomorrow, so I'll wish you happy birthday properly then. Made a pizza on a tortilla, but over seasoned with garlic and chives, so I couldn't finish. You made a pizza on a tortilla? You mean like the thing you wrap your burrito in? How? It'd be too flimsy. All the stuff would just like slide off it as it like limply falls against your hand. You can't like. Maybe you just should have made a pizza burrito. Maybe that'd work a little bit better. I don't know. For me, I'm a kind of guy who likes a lot of garlic, so it would take a lot of garlic for me to consider it over seasoned with garlic. I mean, I've actually crushed entire cloves of garlic into stuff I've made before. Garlic is a good taste and a good smell too. Also, Lazy, thank you for the 40 months, man. Low polygonal boob lover, I see. Laura Croft, not safe for work, is very popular. True. But usually it's always like the newer one, or like at least the PS2 one that was more high fidelity, not the old PS1 model. You can get more low poly boobs on Final Fantasy 4? I mean, what? Okay, 14. Or 15? Okay, goddamn, Roman fucking numerals are confusing. Final Fantasy 4 down. Pretty sure that game has pretty decently high poly boobs. Hey, GMC, give it a sub that is harder. Thank you, GMZ. Yeah, for some reason I didn't see the exit first, and I was like, oh, he's like talking about Final Fantasy 4, one of the sprite-based games. Which would mean there's 0 polygonal boobs. And you think, imagine what a horrible time it was to be a pixel gamer, chat. Back in the SNES days, you didn't know the joys of polygonal characters and, the breasts that come with them. Sorry, I'm just like sipping from a cup right now, so hopefully it's not too loud. Really, I'm looking forward to ordering and getting a new, piece of audio equipment that'll hopefully make the audio of my stream sound more pro. I always felt like my mic audio, despite having really good stuff, never really sounded like it should. So I'm hoping to finally rectify that. Also, thank you for the Pornhub sounds. We're talking about breasts a lot, so I'll give you that one. But thank you for the 200 bits too. You guys like this opening movie song? I've been letting it play for a while. What's up, Squallow? How you doing, man? I mean, I should also do my Discord announcement. This will actually be my final PS1 game of the year. Right. If I do any more older streams, it'll be like a generation or two removed from it. But, yeah. I don't know how long tonight's stream will be. I'm hoping for at least 2 hours. We'll see. But, yeah, look at the love being shown to you, GMZ. People love you here. You're like that guy who goes to the party and just, like, buys everyone a drink. So, Raz, thank you for the 42 months. I hope you're doing great. If you could pick a game from the PS2 era to get a remake, what would it be? I'd love to see a remake of War of the Monsters. Well, I wouldn't choose that game as my remake. I do remember playing a demo of that and actually really liking it. That's from the God of War developers, isn't it? I wonder if they would ever, like, bring that back. But I do remember it being pretty good. As for what game I'd want to see remade from that era? Honestly, it'd be Metal Gear Solid 3. If I were to choose specifically one game. Also, Polycar, my god, man. Thank you for the 5 big, fat, girthy gift subs. One of you guys in chat get a gift sub from Polycar? Send him some love. And Dr. Baby played Nani for 100 bits. It's okay, but getting a bit bored of Ghost of Tsushima DLC is just alright. I never actually played the DLC for Tsushima. It has like a new island, right? Well, there was other DLC. There was also like a multiplayer one, but the only one I would have cared about was the story-based stuff. Evening, folks, and Dartigan, how y'all doing? Well, we're finishing up Tenchu 2 tonight, so I know chat's very enthralled with my playthroughs of this game. But hey, it must be done. We started it, we finish it. Hopefully, Tenchu 3, when I play that, we'll get more people like not falling asleep because I'm playing old game. Icky Island? It's ick. I'm sorry, but Icky, Icky Island. Or is it Ickle Island? I'm not sure. But it makes for a good pun. It's like, that's the Icky Island. Also, Dr. Baby then give you your own gift sub to Raikator. The Ghost of Tsushima DLC is so good. I mean, Ghost of Tsushima was a good game. So, if it's just more of that, then I would assume so. So VTC converted from a Prime sub to a Tier 1. Okay, whichever one floats your boat. Hey, I thank you. Hype train, it seems, yeah, those are pretty most common at the beginning of a stream when a lot of people come in and like dump onto the streamer. Like, we're gonna shower you in money, now dance for us, clown. Happy to be off work today, and I'm here with everyone. Well, you're here for the finale of Tenchu. It might not be a long stream tonight, but I'll do my best for you. I'm just in the warm-up phase right now. We'll actually have a decently long warm-up phase, because that way we can lengthen the stream a bit. This is the just chatting section of the stream before I get playing the game. You do give us free content, well, that I do. I mean, it wouldn't work any other way, would it? Short stream because work, just because I'll probably finish the game before about 4 hours, which is my normal stream time. Because I don't think there's 4 hours of this game left. I'm hoping for at least 2 though. That way, a half-length stream, I'm fine with. There is like a bonus mission I could maybe do in the game that I might do if I need to. If I've unlocked... Wait, do I have to unlock that? Oh no. Yeah, there's like a bonus mission where you're like in modern-day Tokyo in this game, I think. Though I'm not sure if you need to unlock that or it's automatically done once you finish up Tatsumaru's playthrough. That's in 3, that's in this one as well. I specifically remember doing it. Unless my memory is... I'm positive I remember doing that mission back when I played through this game originally. I think it's in the mission creator section, or like the forge mode for the game. There's a mission like that in 2 and 3. Okay, so it's in both games that continued it. If we need to like lengthen the stream, I might do that one. I remember it being really tough though. Where's my voice going? This is what happens when you don't talk all day, chat. You can't talk at all. Have you seen the AI art at Dream Studio? Well, technically the Dream Studio thing is, Stable Diffusion. The website name is just Dream Studio. But yes, I've seen I've seen Stable Diffusion stuff. Yeah, you can actually download Stable Diffusion onto your computer and use it locally and not through Dream Studio if you want. That's what Rune has actually been doing since last night. But if you don't want to go through that trouble, then Dream Studio is your way to use it, I guess. Heard that is Tenchi for a second. Well, one letter off. Tenchu. Tenchu, Wrath of Heaven. You know, Tenchu basically means Wrath of Heaven. That means the very first game, Tenchu 1, is, if you translate the name and also go to the subtitle, it's called Wrath of Heaven, Wrath of Heaven. What are we... I guess they like... You know what? You can use both languages at the same time. It's a superpower for your titling. You're reading about an audio drama post Final Fantasy X2 where Sin is resurrected and Titus and that was potentially going to be Final Fantasy X-3, but it ended up getting cancelled. Yeah, that was going to be like the third game, and there was going to be 3 of those games, but they ended up not going with it. So they turned it into like a radio drama or something. It would be Wrath of Heaven, Stealth Assassin. Yeah, well, it'd be like, if you translated Tenchu, it'd be like Wrath of Heaven, Stealth Assassins. It's like, well, why don't more people do it that way? Chat, if I ever make a game, I'll have like, I'm gonna put some random Japanese in the subtitle. Because I feel like the Japanese do that with a lot of them, you know, their own RPGs. It's like, okay, let's just like get some like random words they don't really use that much in English and make a video game title of it. Random onset... Let's make a Japanese style RPG name right now, chat. Here's my take. Random Onset Sonata.
You fuck young boys, Valdez.
Or fuck young boys, Valdez. Yeah, there's my potential like JRPG anime style RPG, Japanese. Random Onset Sonata. It definitely works. See, anyone can do it. It's almost like you playing the game where you come up with if any of you played the game where you come up with an album cover or album name, like a fake band or even a fake band name, it's the same level of fun coming up with a potential JRPG name. Also, thank you for the level 2 hype train, everyone. Much appreciated. Hopefully you get some new emotes from it. This is the only way I'd be on a train with a man. I always hear trains are good, despite who you're sharing one with. Everyone will be hearing this song here, so I'm sorry, I mean, I should probably, like, you know, get out of this song. You know, but that is one sick guitar riff right there. But, let me fix this for you. Yeah, I think we go into mission editor later, and that's where we can find that secret mission at, so we'll probably do that tonight as well. I had a dream about a woman that I loved last night. Was it the happy ending then? I mean, as in you got the girl, not the other type of happy ending. Paralysis Demon brought to you by... You know what, I would definitely be sponsored by the Paralysis Demon. That's like the best top, but he pays well. This YouTube video is sponsored by the Paralysis Demon. You know what, that'd make a good fake joke too, like a fake sponsor video. Let me tell you why Saints Row sucks, but first, a word from our sponsor, the Paralysis Demon. You cuck yourself in your own dream. Okay, now you're just discovering things about yourself. Okay, wow, like I said, I'm only got 3 missions left with Tatsumaro. So if we want... I don't think any of them are going to be quite as, like, difficult as a labor shortage mission, though. So we'll finish him up, then we'll probably do, like, the secret mission that we can do in the game. Make a, you know, more lengthy, girthy stream. Stream is brought to you in part by sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis because help me! Because I can't get up, so I might as well get paid for it. It wasn't pleasant. Apologies for giving that impression. I mean, well, I'm sorry you had a nightmare then. Or you woke up depressed, whichever one it was. I'm glad I don't remember my dreams. Is that unless that's like a sign of like psychopathy or something. I've always worried about that since I never remember my own dreams. I was like, wait, is that gonna be like put me on a list somewhere? So maybe I shouldn't reveal that about myself. Look at that. Dante's Lost. Dark hearts full of light, something along those lines. Just a second, I was like sending a message. There we go. Well, I never remember dreams, and when I do, they're not... I can maybe remember a dream within like the first 5 minutes of waking up, then it fades really quickly. And even then, it's only like vague details about it. I don't actually have... Is it weird that I can't remember a single time I've ever had a nightmare? Except for like once when I was very young, and it was about a snake. I don't recall having nightmares since that day. Are nightmares like normal? Are they like a healthy thing you're supposed to be having? Do I follow AEW? Is that a YouTube channel? For some reason I'm thinking of the channel that makes like anime swords or something. Or they do like the forge stuff. You only remember dreams if your REM sleep is disrupted. I don't get really woken up ill suddenly, so maybe that's another reason. Maybe the rest of you are just getting shit sleep. You write them down, you can help your lucid dream. Like I said, I don't even realize when I'm dreaming is a problem. The snake ate your nightmares. Wrestling promotion? Oh no, I don't really watch wrestling. I used to when I was a kid. I watched WWF. Yeah, WWF, not WWE. I watched it for like a year or two. Well, actually no, I watched WCW, never mind. I was actually against WWF. It's like, they suck. They hit people with dildos. I like, Goldberg and Diamond Dallas Page. But, yeah, I only watched it for like a year or two, and then I kind of fell out of it. Lack of nightmares mean you have good mental health. Alright, thank you. I'm glad that I can like, rub that in everyone's faces now. I mean, I always figured, like, nightmares are like a survival trait. Teach you, like, hey, be afraid of certain things that are dangerous to you. What's that alien guy who critiques it? Elvis the alien? What? You're thinking Man-at-Arms. Yeah, I know they're like, the channel name is something is like AEW something or whatever. But I thought, that's what it might have been. Hello, Dartigan. What's up, I am the King? How you doing? Catch up in chat. Did you hear that Metal Gear Solid Trilogy might get a remaster soon, and this time it might actually happen? Metal Gear Solid Trilogy? You mean like Metal Gear Solid then 2 and 3? I mean, it's possible. I mean, I don't know if I'd trust Konami with it. Here's the thing, I don't trust Konami to do anything competently at this point, at all. So I would be very worried if they announce anything Metal Gear related, even if it sounds like it might be good. The only way I would potentially get excited for that is if I found out someone very reputable was handling all the actual work. Like, as much as some people might not want to hear it, Sony might be able to do it pretty well. But I don't know. I don't know how I would react to that. I'd have to like see it first, and then you'll play it. Still waiting for The Last of Us Part 1 remaster. Well, I feel like I'm failing to get your irony in that comment, because it is out. Also, I kind of find it really dumb that they renamed it to be called Part 1 now. Outsource? Well, yeah, that's the thing Konami has actually done for a while now, outsourced to like Western devs, but they never really chose good devs, and they chose people to do it cheap. So I'd feel like you'd get some really shitty remaster or remake of Metal Gear Solid. The channel is called AWEME, okay. If it's just a remaster, then it would be okay, not a remake. You say that, but we then got stuff like, Grand Theft Auto Trilogy remaster. Freshest is saying remaster or the remake. Oh, well, we will. Wait till the next console generation. They will release both of them. Both Part 1 and Part 2 will get... If Part 1's getting remade and remastered this much, Part 2 most certainly will. Last of Us is a good story, even Part 2, I like Part 1 better. I think the Part 1 had tighter pacing as well. Part 2 was the gameplay was fine, but its pacing was... Like, since they had so many new characters and there's so much plot, it really dragged things a bit slower paced. Skyrim and GTA 5 will also get remastered in the next gen. I'm pretty sure at this point, they can just keep releasing Skyrim forever. They don't need to do any more work on it. Why would they need to? They've already proven they can sell it as many times as they want. Part 2 story was awful, especially the ending. I feel like they handled some characters pretty... Part 2 story could have been good. It's just that they mishandled some of the characters, I feel. And also, the morals of the story they were trying to tell felt insulting at some points, I felt like. Skyrim on the gaming fridge. I mean, you can already... Hey, people make a challenge on putting Doom on everything under the sun. Wouldn't be surprised if that Skyrim enters that, that little, like, you know what can we actually run this on? So Skyrim on your smart oven or fridge might be a thing. Console gen is mostly just remasters. Is the console gen worth it? Good point, and right now I'd argue that if you probably don't need a PS5 at this point in time. I mean, the big game coming out for the end of the year for the Sony is God of War, and that's also releasing on PS4. So even then, you don't even technically need it. There isn't really a good argument for buying a PS5 yet. Or definitely not the Xbox, the new Xbox either. Still waiting on The Last of Us to be released on PC. Didn't it get... I thought the whole point of this remaster was to release it on PC, so they didn't do that yet? They wanted to make sure that launched on console as well? I mean, like months ahead of. Abby gets her revenge, but you want Ellie to go through that? Also, it's cyclical. Well, that's the thing. Abby got her revenge, and the game didn't punish her for it. In fact, she was never once sorry for doing it, but it goes out of its way to make Ellie like, hey, you're destroying yourself, Ellie. Let it go. It ain't worth it. No, fuck you, it is. It's called justice at that point. But then, no, they had a different lesson they wanted to use that for. So I had big issues with that. Outsourced Studio has made no announcement regarding the PC port of the... I mean, eventually it will, obviously. I have a PS5 and have only played 3 exclusives, Ratchet & Clank, Returnal, and Demon's Souls. I've only played 2 of those, actually, Ratchet & Clank and Demon's Souls. No announcement on PC. Greetings, what's up, Rune? You're just in time. We haven't even got started playing it yet. Probably the best season to get a new console is the rumors of the price increasing. Yeah, true. How much is it increasing by the way? Wait, it's only increasing outside of the US, right? Or is it increasing in the US as well? You also got every one of her friends killed. True, but she seemed to get over that pretty well. Seems like there was only like 2 of them she even cared about. Are graphics card prices decreasing? They've definitely come down from what they were at their scalp prices. They're still not quite at the MSRP yet. But they're very close to it. So it doesn't feel like you're being completely ripped off if you buy a new GPU right now. Insulting since Abby's father died like, what, a decade ago or more, but Ellie's supposed to get over her adopted father's death immediately? Yeah, true. And also, Abby's father didn't really, it's hard to also cope, put yourself in Abby's shoes, and when her father was literally, to be honest, a way worse person than Joel. In my opinion. But no, that was, I don't want to get into it. People get too ass mad over this game. If you're sorry, it's okay to kill people. What are you putting in my... What are you, like, insinuating? Drop it, I guess, but I stand by... I mean, everyone has their own views on stuff. I've made my points pretty clear. I'm not one of the ass-mad people on it that just go crazy over it. I just disagree with fundamental parts of its plot. I want to get a 1080, but I'm afraid to shop... 1080s actually would probably be a pretty good price right now, since those are... I don't think they even make them anymore, do they? So you could definitely, especially if you want to get one that's already used. But Dartigan Joel was a hunter. He hurt and killed people. Yeah, but it's always you knew why he did, because one, his entire world was destroyed. He was there for all of it from day one, and his daughter was like murdered in front of him. So yeah, I can expect anyone. That's the reason people like Joel, is because they could put themselves in his shoes. What he went through would turn anyone into a hard person in the world he had to live in. Like, there was no... Like, I'm pretty sure most people were like that in that world. But, it's whatever. I think they understood... That was the thing, that no one actually hated Joel. And that's what the developers thought people should be doing. I think that was kind of insulting. Like, the developers felt like we all should have hated Joel, even though we didn't. 1080s are 2 generations old, very soon to be 3 generations. Honestly, a 27... would be a much better deal. I hear you on that, but I've been using my 1080 Ti for quite a while now, and it still holds up. As long as you're willing, as long as you don't need to play games at 4K, a 1080 Ti will do you pretty well. If you just want to play at 1080p, you'll be fine.
What a
For probably a few more years, actually. Also, what a mansion. Thank you, Polycarp. Didn't like the Last of Us series at all, but I think I see what they were going with 2 being a revenge tragedy in the circle. Yeah, I mean, I got it too. I just fundamentally disagree on some of their parts of it. It felt like they, I don't know, a very arguable direction. But hey, at least it was well acted. Yeah, I will be playing the game tonight, chat. We're in the warm-up phase. I have to, like, stretch this out, or else the stream will be over in, like, an hour. The vaccine needling Ellie's brainstem was just the writers trying to make us hate Joel, and it didn't work because it's stupid and people don't like sacrificing. Yeah, everyone can understand the idea of, like, hey, wait a minute. Everyone knows basically they just use the trolley. That is actually the thing. It really is just the trolley problem, or the trolley solution. Do you kill one person and move the train to kill onto the track to kill multiple people, or vice versa? And there's no good answer to it. But it's depending on who. If you know the one person and you don't know the 5 other people, almost everyone will say the one person. True, but if you buy something now, might as well pick up the newer model that costs about the same, unless you find a bargain on a used 1080, but that's without warranty. True. That's the reason I haven't picked up a. Even though I could afford it, I'm still waiting to see the 4000 series if they ever frickin' announce it. It was like I think they want to like sell out the majority of their like 3000 series stock before they announce the 4000 series, and it's making me impatient. But I won't fall for it. How would I have done The Last of Us 2 better? I'd have to sit and think about that one. I can't just like try to fix it. I mean, I mentioned the problems I have with it. If I were not changing really too much about it, I would have won. I probably would have killed Joel a bit later. See, that's the thing. I never minded that Joel died in the story. I anticipated him dying basically after the end of the first game. I figured if it got a sequel, it was almost a certain that Joel would die in it. I probably would have done his death in a bit different manner, or maybe had it be a little bit delayed. It just felt a little insulting, almost like developers just pissing on him a little bit. So I think that could have been handled a bit better too. And that would have probably cleared up a lot of the issues people had with it. Because it just felt like, what the fuck doing? It's just hard to swallow. And I don't think it worked very well. Sorry, my bad. I said I was dropping The Last of Us 2. No, it's fine. I mean, there's no bad conversation going on right here right now. It's all clean. Thanks for spoiling everything for you, chat. Well, okay. I understand that emotion as well, but it's been like, what, almost 2 years since the game came out. People need to be allowed to discuss things. Could have moved the flashbacks to the beginning of the game and continue the time. See, I felt the flashbacks that continue having Joel in them were very unneeded and kind of manipulative throughout the rest of the game. It's like, well, we know how much people like Joel, but we wanted to fucking kill him, so let's do it early, then just have his parts of the game be flashbacks. Like, oh god, that's fucking worst. That even just feels manipulative. Did I see the new Batman movie? No, I have not seen it. I have not. I feel like there should have been 3 games. Well, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be another one. It definitely feels like there'll be a third, at the very least a third, Last of Us game. To be fair, that feels like a good chunk of modern media in general. So, I think we'll begin playing the game. Oh wait, Polycarp. When did you play? Not. But thank you, Polycarp. So, we have 3 missions left for our boy Tatsumaro here. We also have a bonus mission in the game we're going to do after we finish up these 3 to make sure we have a decently stream tonight. But we're going to start No Mercy now. Have you seen those videos of people piloting in real life mechs? How far away do you think we are from, like, piloting in real life? I'm guessing you just mean, like, machine... Okay, I'm going to guess they're probably not mechs, to be perfectly honest. If they're actually inside of it, it's probably not much more than a glorified, like, forklift. In terms of its actual ability to move around. So I don't think I've seen it, but I have my... one... It's very unlikely that we'll ever have people piloting mechs like an anime. There's really no reason to have a human in there. If you have some kind of walking robot,
You're alive.
it's probably far better and more economical to have like an artificial intelligence do it all. Because it turns out it's difficult to like just... I mean, artificial intelligence would be part of it anyways. Because if you have like a walking mech, you're not gonna be able... What kind of control system would you have for that? Like you just can't, like, if you're holding a stick forward, it already has to like compensate and like walk itself anyways.
You're Tatsumaru, leader of the Azuma Ninja.
So, I don't think you'll ever have humans, piloting giant mechs. Doesn't make any sense. But a 2080 on release back in 2018, it's still a powerhouse, allowing me to play every game in max settings, over 60 frames per second. If you buy a lower end or old GPU, then obviously it will not stand the test of time. True. I mean, I don't discount all that.
First the mountain village, and now my harbor. May the gods curse Goda and those Azuma ninja.
I find it funny how the whole conversation around The Last of Us 1 was, is Joel the villain, or are we playing the villain just for these same people to do a 180 and say Joel is the saint and did nothing wrong just because they didn't like Abby?
His quarantine village near Goda's castle. We'll teach him a lesson of humiliation.
Put my thoughts together properly here before I go speak out and you'll say something stupid. I never got the feeling that we were supposed to think Joel was a villain in the first game. I don't know where that's coming from, because I never did. It's obviously he was like just a broken man in a tough world, and was doing his best to survive. And pretty much no one was really a good guy, or at least was a saint anyways. And it's not that they wanted us to like Abby, it's that they wanted us to like Abby in the same way that everyone liked Joel, and that she was, they basically tried to redo Joel's story with Abby, and that, hey, here's another person who was like, life was upended by the death of someone important to them, and they, now they become a harsh, cruel person. But then they get like a little kid to take care of, and then you're supposed to like connect with them, but it just didn't work the same way. I mean, that's really all Abby is she's like Joel's story, only done slightly different, and it just doesn't connect the same way. Alright, so, I don't even know what we're doing this mission, so we'll take your health with us. And, I want to have fun with it. We're going to take some dust. You know what? Too much dust. Well, too much hills. Hit me up on Discord with your budget and use cases, and I can help you find it. Oh, sweet.
Who goes there?
Oh shit, I just started the mission. I can't already be... What a spawn point. Hey, GMC, thank you for the sub to Pueblo.
Got him!
Did anyone get godded? Or is that a false goddie? But thank you, Polygarp. That spurt was for you. You're a friendly, right? You're not, though. Spurts? No, this game is like one... Even though PS1, they really went all out with it. Well, the first game does spurts better, because they just have the spurts go on for about 30 minutes after a person dies.
Who goes there?
This game, you only occasionally get the big spurt. Oh, shit.
Who goes there?
Stop! I'm back. Please stop. Please, I beg you. For the love of God. We've run across half the map at this point. Please. Fine. Fuck you. You can run off then. You even shot your friend. I think he shot him again. No, no, you don't run, no, don't run away again. Chasing down archers is the worst. No, stop. Well, we're definitely not getting a good stealth rating on this mission. Needs more yakety sacks. The yakety sacks. Ow! This is an error of comedies now. Why do you do so little damage, Tatsumaro? It's because you punch everybody instead of using a sword. You're getting fucked up. I'm aware of this. Oh, he just killed his friend. How do you feel about that? Ugh. Still one more dude over here I didn't kill. Where'd he go to? I think that's like the end of the level over there, by the way. We ran all the way across this. I think I have to, like, kill everyone first, right? Bonk. Definitely some interesting. Okay, let's just get healed back up. I definitely needed more heals. Though I have the life stone on me, so I should be safe. Come on. Wait, where are you going to? Oh shit, what, oh, wait, it wasn't that guy who saw me, it was that guy. Ow. I need to stop being so careless or I'm gonna, like, die here. Blinding them was a good strat. Oh, that guy just fell. Oh, good. I think you were the first person to play that song. There's another archer shooting at me, by the way, somewhere. I'm hidden. Somehow they lost track of me. Nope, he didn't. Just remove the wanted posters. Oh god, not again. No, you stop this. Look, I can't outrun you. You got one of... Get back here. God, I see you're not leading me into another trap. Or maybe you are. can't rotate the camera in the alleyway. Good, you can continue getting shot by your friend. Ow. He's blind and still gonna somehow manage to kill me.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Oh, fuck. Well, no, I've got a life stone on me, so even if they kill me, I'm good. Yeah, kill your friend. God, this... God, do you not care about the dude shooting arrows in your back? He's not a good shot, your friend. Though you can apparently take a lot of them. Pro level strats, by the way. Holy God. What is this alleyway turned into? There's like dead people everywhere. Oh, thank you for the 100 bits as well, Polygar. I'm down to 2 HP. But I hope it ain't a tough boss I gotta fight. God, oh, there's someone left. Who could possibly be left alive after all this? Stealth. Well, you know, I'm a ninja that punch. Do I even need stealth? I want to be, like, looking for an extra health kit, though. Nope, nothing. Let's see who ratted out whom on the guard oversight. How do you make your hamburgers? How do I make hamburgers? I haven't made any in a while, but I'm planning to, like, upgrade the way I make my hamburgers, because I now have a stand mixer which can take attachments, so I want to get, like, a meat grinder. And, like, you know, grind up my own meat. But I usually, when I do make them, I make the crush kind of burger. You know that kind of burger where you really just mash it into your grill? Not just, like, let it sit there? Like you flatten it out almost? That's the way I normally make them. Chat, I saw a video today about deep-fried hamburgers, by the way. Can you guess where it was made? It did look pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. They, like, made a burger normally, then they, like, dipped it in egg wash batter, then put panko breadcrumbs on it. Just deep fried it up. I'm gonna admit, I'm apparently more American than I thought, because it did look really good. It's definitely American, you know, I don't know what state, but it is in America. I don't think it even needs to be the South. He didn't have a Southern accent, chat. He just like, you know what? They look fucking good. We got some at our local fair. Were they any good? I mean, it looked good. I mean, the idea of getting like a crunchy outer crust on your burger ain't too bad. Oof. Styling on that dude. My state fair literally served deep-fried Oreos. Okay, that to me, the idea of like sweets being deep-fried is a big no-no. I want to take ground beef and put feta cheese in between 2 patties and then do some of the good stuff with the bun and toppings. I mean, sounds pretty good. Oh shit! Didn't even notice that guy coming up.
Come on and fight!
Oof, I turned into a doll. He didn't kill me, that's my Kawamiri no jutsu. Have I ever had fried ice cream? No, but I have heard of it. What about donuts or... Well, donuts by their very nature are always fried. You got, like, their batter that's been deep fried. So that's not really a big meal. Like, of course it's deep fried. It's a donut. Have you had deep fried pickles? I've never had a deep fried pickle. No. Is it just a pickle with like bread batting on it, and then it's like, here you go. Like King of the Hill when they try to deep fry a beer can. Well, what would that... I mean, you can't eat a beer can, it's metal. I must have missed that episode. But, what does a deep fried pickle taste like? I'm not usually a huge fan of pickles in general. Got out and landed on Hank's roof. Oh. Like a hot spring, right?
Who goes there?
Always been curious about fried green tomatoes. I know it's a movie. You a pesto fan? I've never had pesto before. I think Polycarp is making his way through every single sound alert. But, thank you.
Who goes there?
Tastes kind of similar to fried onions, just with a pickle taste to it. I don't think I've ever had fried... Usually when I make onions, I'm always like caramelizing them. Will you play The Last of Us PS1, PS5 remaster? I mean, I have no plans to play it because it's... If I ever decide to play that game again, yeah, sure, I'll play it then. But seeing as I've already played that game, I don't really feel the need to play it again right now. Also, 40 bits, sup, here's 40 bits. Hey, thank you, Reaver. How you been, man? Pesto. I've always meant to, like, make pesto, I just never have. What the fuck? Anyone catch what happened there? I looked like I tripped and accidentally killed the guy. It's like I stumbled and the guy died. Like, I feel bad about that one. Jank, a little bit jank. I think he just skipped the animation.
Who goes there?
I don't need to harm you. You're like a sick man. Isn't beef Wellington where you put beef in a pastry and bake it? I believe so. It's also really complicated to make, I feel. Anytime you gotta, like, put stuff inside of, like, you know, well, layers. Like, oh, well, look like you're gonna be spending a couple hours in the kitchen. Like, I've wanted to make croissants for a while, but then I realized it's like, oh, shit. That's gonna take a lot of work. Are you like a salesman? Ever had chicken cordon bleu? No.
Who's there? Who's there?
Come on, you're like a medicine guy, right? Run. Croissant, croissant, croissant. Alright, I guess we're done here. We should probably, like, go fight the boss. Jimmy Kun, have you seen my croissant? Oh. That's a Jimmy Neutron. I've never seen Jimmy Neutron, but I've seen memes of it. Which is the same thing, right? No boss, just to kill all enemies? Oh. For some reason, a lot of Tatsumara's levels in that way. Oh, the dude up in front of me.
Who goes there? Who goes there?
Oh, just, yeah, we finished up with just a little bit of, like, high... I still remember him just, like... I bet Jimmy Neutron would have been, like, a right and proper dick to actually be around. Again, I accidentally clumsily killed someone. Have you tried the movie mode in the quarry? No, I have not. I mean, it just, you just turn the video game into, a movie at that point. The memes? Yeah, basically they want to make Jimmy Neutron out to be, like, an insufferable prick.
Please, we're dying anyway. Can't you let us live out the little time we have left?
The cries of the weak are so pitiful, I cannot help laughing. Isn't it funny, Seiru?
Is this how you attain your dream?
Yes. I grow my dream. on
Satyr,
old
I am a
rotten
hot person. It's
corpses.
my duty to laugh at the unfortunate and less attractive.
Ow.
Oh, no, she's got a human part to her.
Who are you trying to fool,
Also,
Kagami?
thank you, Polycarp, with 100 bits, man.
I'm not trying to fool anyone. I'm happy. I rejoice in this carnage.
Then why are there tears in your eyes?
It's just sweat in my eyes. What are you doing? Let me go. Let me go.
Now that's romance.
You have your orders. Go now and burn the Azuma village to the ground. There is no going back. We have to do it this way. I owe it to all the ninja who believe in my dream. I owe it to all those who died following my orders.
And then she flew away. When did they stop making big booba females? They haven't. They still plentiful in Japan. You just haven't been playing enough Japanese developed games, apparently. Especially Genshin. Isn't Genshin Chinese, though? It just looks Japanese, or like was developed by Japanese developers, but it's owned by a Chinese company or something? I don't know. Also, Furious Impulse, subbed for 3 years, so many moons have passed since I have joined. I like when you talk about it like it's like the beginning of like a fantasy novel. That's the way I want everyone to talk about my live streams, by the way.
Tatsumaru!
But thank you for the 3 years, Furious, man. Much appreciated.
It is you! I knew you weren't dead! I just knew it! But what are you doing here? They're the enemy! And who's that woman? Oh, it is so good to see you!
Do I know you?
Ha! Very funny. You big jerk.
No, I've never seen you before in my life.
What do you mean? It's a Yami of the Azuma Ninja. Come on, Tatsumaru.
Look,
This is how
I
you
don't
deal
know
with
any
clingy women, Chad.
Tatsumaru.
Just pretend you have
I'm
amnesia.
Seiru, Lord of the Burning
Like, I seriously don't
Dawn.
recognize you
Goodbye.
anymore.
Wait, please.
Also, thank you for the
don't
100 bits,
go.
Polly.
Lord Seiru, we'll deal with this little nuisance.
You think he has issues with his tongue drying out?
Very well.
Yeah, we've already done that. You only get that fight when you're playing as a Yami. Punish the Zuma Ninja for interfering with Kagame's deeds. Okay, whatever. We're gonna take some heals with us. Take this. What else do we want? Take some good old snipes. Yeah, we'll take some leaves, why not? You got the Italian Aquiline nose? Are we doing like some phrenology soon in chat? Chat, tell me about the shape of your skull.
Come here, you.
Why are all the ninjas here old? This is where we do our training level earlier in the game. Now we're the one attacking it. Oh shit. Don't mind me, I was admiring the shape of your skull. Yeah, well, just call me Measurehead from now. There is, you know, racism is known for being really stupid, but the idea you can like measure someone's fucking skull. Like, yeah, this tells me that you're prone to like alcoholism by this dent in your forehead. Like, just gonna like keep waving my hands in the air and you happen to run into them, it's your own fault. Oh shit. God, Tatsumura, if you could just use your fucking sword that you were given without it being like a forward slash, it'd be great. Elderly are fucking tough. The shape of my skull reveals I'm descended from ancient Gauls. From them I get my blue eyes, my laziness, and my ineptitude in battle. Well, at least you're honest about it. Try to like you'll properly kill people with stealth this time.
What?
No, I've mentioned before, I'm mainly just a mix of Scottish and English, so I think I'm supposed to hate myself. Didn't really work out that way, or at least the world tried to make me, though. Again, that's a super American thing, by the way, to talk about your ancestry like that. It's like even if it's like I got a little bit in there, I'm like, it's whatever, I don't identify with that. It's like I've never even been there. That, or invade yourself every 200 years, and you also claim myself king of my own whatever. Oh no, they even got the grandma ninja ladies out here. Do you shimmer your hips at me, grandma? Ow. Good. Grandma had a lot of blood in her. Got ships to sink in World of Warships. Take care, everyone. Hey, good luck in fighting fighting the Cosman. But glad you're here. Hope to see you next time. Oh, this is just horrible to watch. Heartless, man. Alright, punching bamboo is fun. Went to Maples, Pompeii. They had penis statues of... Well, at least they have... I think I've heard of that before. Japan has a place like that too, by the way. Can I like use the leaves that teleport me up there to that guy? God damn it, the leaves fucking suck. I keep trying to use them, but no. Would you ever simply Kingdom Come Deliverance? I actually own the game, so at some point maybe. It might be worth checking it out and see. Have you ever played Sunset Overdrive? Yeah, I played that back on the Xbox One. It's one of those games because it's basically Sins itself. I mean, they make fun of gaming, the storytelling in it, so there really wasn't a need for me to make a video on it. But I did play it. It was alright-ish, I guess. It wasn't really anything terribly amazing, though. Oof. Also, Silent Leon, thank you for the 27 months. Happy 27, hope all is well. Yep. Thank you for the 27 months. Over 2 years, man. Thank you. But yep, today's pretty good, actually. What's the sub goal for Kingdom Come Deliverance? I will give 50... Right now, I don't have a sub goal for it. I never really set sub goals because, I don't know, I don't want to like force people's hand into, like, shit subbing. It just, when I choose to play it, I'll play it then. God, that's a strong left hook. But it is a game I've kind of wanted to play for a while. I just remember I heard it was kind of janky, the combat for it. And I think technically to finish the game, don't you need to buy DLC? Like the story is finished in that. Take it, Saints Row. Yeah, I'm currently working on my Saints Row script right now. I heard it also had a weird save system where you can't really save except for, like, even though it's an open world game, you have to do, like, it's a bit of an ordeal to save your game. See if I can pull out this stealth guy I haven't showed you guys yet. Nope. He has one where you, like, you have to, like, attack them from the front, but he, like, breaks their neck by lifting them up with one hand. Can't imagine the deep hatred in that Saints Row script. Well, it's not really a deep hatred. It's like, eh, why do I even have to send this? Is more the mood. I gave you your chance. Surely the leaf will work now, right? Good. Actually worked for once. It's kind of janky, you know? I think you have to be close enough, but then if you're close enough to use it, you usually don't need to use it, is the problem. I'd be 100% satisfied with the Saints Row video if all of his 500 sins followed. This gave me this. No, I'm not that lazy. I like to actually put some effort into it. Look, I run a proper sinning operation here. I'm not Game Care Network. I kid, by the way. Burn. I mean, isn't even really that much of a burn. It's just a different style, right? Who's left? I think this is another mission where I have to kill everyone, right? Before the little... God. I guess that one's as a given. Oh, shit. Could you just go straight for the boss? Well, you know, we need to, like, drag this out a little bit, too. Otherwise, the stream will be too short. So might as well, you know, kill a bunch of elderly people.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Not yet, it ain't. But also, thank you, Polly. Going down here. who killed this guy? That one wasn't me. You know, there is that. I haven't mentioned it before. There's another Neo game. It's currently it's from the Dynasty War. It's like, well, it's not really Dynasty Warriors, but it's set in China this time. That's looking pretty good. Definitely looks better than the Strangers of Paradise shit that I played earlier this year. That's from the same dev. I just brought it up because, you know, whatever. It's a game I'm looking forward to now. There we go. Neo. It's not Neo 3, but it looks like it plays. Well, it's gonna play similar, but it seems like they've made some improvements in Neo. I feel like Neo 2 was... I like Neo 1 a lot better than Neo 2. And well, this one's like adding it, you know. Looks like they've like decided like, okay, we can finally add a jump button since From Software added a jump button to their game. All the now that From Software has done it, all the Dark Souls clones will add jump buttons. They're allowed to do it. Bullshit, walks away. Hey, you can only do that once. Now it'll be lame forevermore. Used to watch Game Care Network's vids, but he lost me when he said Brock and God of War is a cliche character that's overused in games. Like what other game had? Does he mean the dwarf guy, the blacksmith? I forget. That was Brock, right? I'm not sure what. I mean, dwarfs in fantasy, and especially, I'm pretty sure if the whole idea of dwarfs being blacksmith comes from, you know, Norse mythology. Like, what else could they do with it? You know what they should have done? They should have made him, you know, I don't know what should they have done in that situation to make it not cliche. I'm sure people have those same stories about me. I used to watch him and then he like said this shit that was stupid. Is that the one that looked like the Ghost of Tsushima? I guess, yeah, there's like a blue one as well, the more gaudy one. But yeah, there's two of them. They were brothers, right? So he'll be the new one. Did he not like the new God of War or something? Is he one of those purists that like, no, the God of War should be done like it used to be? Good thing I stated in my God of War 3 video, like, you know what? I think both are good. Alright, I think we can now face our master. Almost subscribe each year. Each time your video doesn't start with 10 moves. Except for one of them, though.
You!
Oof.
Katsumaru.
Colonel.
So, my past has caught up with me. Since I killed your father, perhaps it is my
Why are you just admitting that?
at your hands, Tatsumaru.
I killed your dad.
Perhaps not. I may be old, but I can still fight.
Like, you could have told me that before, you know. Am I gonna send the new Tales? I've never played any of the Tales games. Not cool killing my dad like that, apparently. Also, thank you. Oh shit, this is not good. Colonel's kind of fucking tough. Yo. Oh, talking about Borderlands. Oh, that one maybe, oh. Oh, shit, not good. Fuck you and your fucking smoke. I should have worn the fucking armor. Okay, you're spamming me now. Like, stop it! I mean, a corner log. You know, when you're screaming, you don't sound like the Colonel. Okay, he's really fast with that fucking cane sword. He's kind of kicking my ass, too. You just fucking poisoned me? Yeah, he did. I'm fucking dead. Fuck you. Asswipe. He a good ninja.
Tatsumaru.
Well, you know what? Never saw some of those fail cutscenes before. Oh well, mission failed. Stream length increased. True, we needed that actually. We needed a loss. But now we'll be prepared. I know he can poison me, so I'm gonna take some anti-poison with me. That's the air bottle, not that. Antidote. Can't possibly lose now. Stream length increased. Your leg is going to sleep. Are you sitting on it or have your legs crossed? Or sitting in an awkward position. Legs crossed. Well, there you go. You have your answer now. Am I the only... It's weird. When I was a kid, I kind of liked the feeling of when my legs would fall asleep and then I'd have to, like, they'd be numb when I kind of, like, stand back up. So whenever I'd get in the bus in the morning, I would actually intentionally, like, sit and with my knees pushed up against the seat in front of me, which would almost guarantee make them, like, go numb. I just kind of like the feeling of it. I was like a weird masochist for like leg sleep. Like, you know what, this is not. Then you do like like wobbly leg when you get up. Yeah, the pins and needles feeling. But if you go for even longer, you get like wobbly leg numbness that you can barely walk on once you stand back up. I don't know, for some reason I was just fascinated with that. It's like I do it all the time. See, the thing, since I'm not fighting all these elderly people, they should have worse vision. So it should be harder for them to see me. Don't you agree, chat? Like a dead leg feeling, yeah, for like the full minute after you, like, your leg is falling asleep and you stand back up, you have like a dead leg almost.
Come here, you.
Were like Tatsumara, Rikimaru, and Ayami like the only young people in this entire ninja village? Cut Social Security and call it a tax break. I think that you must be a Republican then. I honestly thought that sound alert was from the game. Because that happened right as that guy turned around. But I thank you for the 100 bits.
Come out
There's just something that feels really wrong about beating up an old woman. Just need to turn on all the TVs. Come on, Charlie, you're making my screen political, are you? Running the town screaming and smashing crates like a ninja should. You know what? I've abandoned the ways of the ninja. I mean, we are running a ninja revolution, so who says we have to be stealthy now? I could just go up and donkey punch everyone to death. No, who cares if I get a bad ninja rating?
What?
Ever beat up the old mansion server in Tomb Raider 3? I never played Tomb Raider 3. That smoke lasts for a really long time. Oh, what? Come on. I'm literally fighting Grandma and Grandma here now. Oh, whoa, shit, she poisoned me and I stepped in fire. Okay, I want to save my anti-poison for, like, the boss fight. Shit. Grandma, come here, let me beat your face in. It's also comical to see her running around those big metal fucking claws. Imagine your grandma shows up at your birthday party like, hey, I got you with those on. They're for cutting the cake, my dear. Come on. Okay, boomer her shit. He probably hates millennials, right? You millennials don't like to work these days. Is that why you've turned against a village, Tanchimaru? I'm a severe case of PS1. Can you name a game that doesn't? The only games that worked had a decent camera on PS1 were isometrically viewed games. The PS... Well, the only game I can think of that had camera control properly was like Ape Escape. Because that was made for the DualShock and you couldn't play without it. Everything else had to be made to work with just a D-pad. That was like the big weakness in that console. Millennials aren't even the main event anymore, it's Zoomers. I still see like a lot of people mentioning millennials. Are millennials like not gonna like do all this shit that everyone else did? Well, Zoomers are like the up-and-coming, like, bitch fest everyone will have. Also, thank you for the 100 bits, Polycarp. One of the guys at work was bitching the other day that the gas station wasn't open. He's like, back in my day I worked $5.50 an hour and thank my bosses for it? I bet he did. I bet he really just thank you, boss, for paying me you fucking owe me. You're so great. Yeah, no one did that. Looked at him like, yeah, back in your day when you were hanging out with George Washington at Ford House. I hope you didn't get in a fight after smarting off like that. You kids today. But, I mean, is he still working for $5.50 an hour? It's like, back in my day, I worked for $5.50 an hour and thank my boss for it. You know what? I still do. Still get that whole $5.50 an hour to myself. Boomers in general. Isn't like one of the new like things I see everyone talking about is how boomers were like the unleaded gasoline. I've seen a lot of that recently about the unleaded gasoline destroying boomers' minds because they were there for it. Again, I want to point out this whole boomer, zoomer, millennial shit is all made up bullshit anyways. At least the generational naming is. It's all marketing. Anytime this conversation comes up, I have to do that though.
Come here, you.
You mean leaded? Okay, yeah, it was leaded gasoline back then, right? Contributed to higher crime.
Come here, you.
Nice shot. We're doing like American Gladiator right now. He spurted all the way over there. Leaded gas did indeed measurably lower IQ and higher crime rate. I mean, there might be, I wonder if has there been any actual like proper studies done on like people from that age though, or is it just like, you know what? I mean, it definitely sounds like there's some science to it. And that is what lead will do to your brain. Sort of believe the leaded gasoline destroying maybe not boomers, but the minds of whoever was around. Well, that was boomers. Boomers would have been like growing up their entire time with like leaded gasoline. I think they ended leaded gasoline in like the either the late 70s or early 80s. So that would have been after like all the boomers would have been adult age too. Lead paint in the houses. I think you'll still find lead paint. As long as you're not eating the lead paint chips, you're fine in that case. Yeah, so all you paint eaters out there, be warned. I mean, you'll still find houses with lead paint and asbestos in them. That's actually not that uncommon. I never ate paint chips as a kid. I was too picky of an eater to eat like regular food at the time, so I definitely wouldn't eat paint chips. I did, however, eat lemongrass. Just because I was hungry. Hey, I washed it first, you know. Guy who added leaded to gasoline knew about the effects it had on people, but he kept ignoring it. Well, it even started to drastically affect his own health. Actually, the guy who invented leaded gasoline also invented, I think it was PCBs or something. There's like a lot of stories on the guy. He basically is like inadvertently created some of the most toxic shit in the world and like sold it to people. And eventually his own stuff killed him too, yeah. What do you think a zombie IQ would be? Practically zero. I mean, it's smart enough to know it needs to eat and consumes, but that doesn't take much brain power, so very, very low. It has about the same level of intelligence like a paramecium or like a ringworm, maybe. So maybe if you like put it in a maze, it'll eventually make its way out. Created Freon, which caused, yeah, the ozone layer stuff. We used to walk everywhere. Oh, like I never remember that time. I've always had to get in a car if I wanted to go anywhere. America is a sparse country, you know. Let's go fight the boss again. Old man, no, the old man is not the final boss. He's just the boss of this level. Used to be more physical in all of our activities. Well, yeah, it's because we keep making stuff that takes the physicality out of it. But I don't think anyone's gonna like, hey man, I wish we'd get rid of washing machines so I go back to washing them by hand. Alright, so, and here's the boss. Got 7 heals on me. Should be good. And also got the life stone. Remember my dad always chastising me for not going anywhere when I was a teenager, and I just kept pointing out to him, I don't have a car, where do you want me to go? I always lived in very rural areas, so if I wanted to go anywhere, I had to use my bike. And they had to be at least within, like, 10 miles. And for a while, my family didn't even have a car, because my dad got, well, got sloshed and lost his license and everything else. It was a whole ordeal. So actually, I had to like, use my bike and go to, like, the nearby convenience store to, like, get groceries all the time. So I had to take a backpack with me. Yeah, that was my thing I had to do, like, usually once or twice a week. Hey, Polycarp, thank you for the 2 months. Had to renew my sub really tonight? Well, I think you've already... You're a very generous soul. Anyone told you that? But be sure you're taking care of yourself first and foremost. Yeah, don't want to let you go in broke and not be able to like afford gas because you're like oh shit, doing stuff here. But hey, it's what you want to do. I can't stop you, but yeah, just be sure you follow the advice. You come first. Here for the funny sound clips. Oh, you like that? Oh, I'm glad I added them in. Stop going shit, old man. Look, I know you're a ninja. You don't need to show off. Everyone's a ninja in this game. Every girl I've ever dated ever, you come... when it comes to my stream, always put yourself first. I should be the last thing on anyone's list. Ow, oh shit, that kind of hurt. It's the guitar riff, it powered him up. Yeah, this game is the first game that I can think of that really had the Dark Souls-like healing, where it takes a while to heal, and you can be knocked out of it. And then they ended up buying the FromSoft actually bought this franchise. I wonder if that's where they got the idea for the healing system of Dark Souls at. You're an iron worker? Oh, sweet, man. So you're the ones that you're out there making the I-beams that we build our skyscrapers with. Oh god, you asswipe. Good honest union work, I assume. Oh shit, he poisoned me. Oh, we killed our sensei. Disappear for a while and pop up until I have to be. I get you. It's pretty normal, actually. But I was the Hokage. You know what? Perfect sound. Sound play for that guy dying. You know what? They're out there, believe. But also, thank you for the 250 bits.
Who is this old man? Does he really know me? I don't remember him, but I feel like I just lost someone vitally important to me.
Master! Tatsumaru, you have betrayed your clan and your family. You will die.
You watch one streamer who has a physical nut button. Well, they probably have it. I could, if I wanted to make something like that, I could use like have it, set to one of your macros. Unless he actually has a physical button he had made, which is also doable. I guess if you want for the comedy value.
Tatsumaru, prepare to die.
What's wrong with you? Do it!
I can't.
Never start a fight you're not prepared to finish, boy.
You!
Seiru, we're leaving.
Yes. You're not going anywhere.
No, I lack depth perception.
Your anger betrays you. You cannot conquer me if you cannot conquer your feelings. You didn't kill Seiru, so I will spare you. Listen carefully, Rikimaru. A new day is dawning. Conquer your emotions, attain selflessness, and then we'll let you join us.
You're here with the Futa lady? I don't think she has a cock. Just so you're aware. I could be wrong, though. Hard to tell back on the PS1 with the polygons. God, Ayami's face is always like startled looking, isn't it? Like, what? Yeah, her face is just a little too like, meh.
We can rest here for a minute.
Don't worry about me. I'll be alright.
Why would I worry about you, you big lug? All the same, you'd better let me see that wound.
Whoa.
Wow.
Something's being implied here. Wow, indeed. But thank you, Polycarp.
Seiru, remember who you work for. You are only allowed to die when it serves me. So
He was
don't go get
wrapping a
yourself
bandage
killed
around him,
without
chap.
my permission.
Not.
And what is so
I think that's what happened to him.
I'll get to work on that. Dying in a way that serves you.
God, this is a
Make
weird
sure you do
flirting.
that. I forbid you to die under any other
Also, thank you for the 100 bits as well. Oh, your ex is here. My God.
Tatsumaru!
What a stubborn little girl. When you arrive in hell, let everyone know Lady Kagame sent you.
So you're Kagami, the one with the drooling idiot followers. How did you add Tatsumaru to your pack of losers?
Well, he's kind of drooling a bit too.
Insolent brat! I will skin you alive! What are you doing?
You let her provoke you. Forgot the dream. I will handle her.
No, she's just a child. She cannot provoke me. She... You're right. I lost control. Shamed myself. You deal with her. But be careful. Remember your wound. Come home to me safely, Seiru.
Tatsumaru, did you kill Master Shiunsai? Tell me it's not true.
That old man was your teacher?
He was your teacher too. He was like a father to us. Have you really forgotten everything? Can't you remember any of it? All that time we spent together. It wasn't real? Is that what you're saying, Tatsu? When I grow up, I'm gonna marry you, Tatsu. And we're gonna live happily ever after under a
Oh no,
big,
she's our childhood
beautiful
friend. It's even
cherry
worse.
Tatsu.
No wonder she's destined to not actually get anything from him. She's even the tomboy. They never win, chat.
Your name is Ayame.
You remember! Tatsu! Maru!
Ayame, you must forget about me. Tatsumaru is dead. There is only Seiru now.
But you got your memory back. It can be like it was
It's supposed to be the same age?
No,
I guess
it
so.
Can't.
Why? Why?
I think, yeah, they're all like
Because
around teenage.
that's the way it is.
18 to
If we
20.
meet again,
I think
I
hold
will
up.
kill you.
18 to 20 years though. Also, thank you for the 100 bits, Polycarp. Ugh. What does anyone know what that loading bar says down there with all the kanji? You making up reasons not to get my
Seiru, have you taken care of that annoying girl?
Yes.
What?
Nothing.
As loading, would they really need that many characters? It feels like it'd be like 2 to 3 kanji at best.
Seiru, it's almost finished. The most powerful warship in history. Finally, my dream becomes real.
A world ruled by ninja.
Exactly. We'll no longer be forced to hide in the night like thieves. We will decide how we live and how we die.
Lady Kagami!
Stop shouting! I'm talking to Seiru.
I'm sorry, Lady Kagami.
What do you want?
There is an intruder in the cave. Probably an
There's
Azuma ninja.
there. Of course. It's nothing but a meme.
Listen up. We're moving the schedule
You almost
forward.
forgot to say, but yeah,
Prepare
the
to
rendering
launch
emo
the
was made
ship
for this game, wasn't it?
immediately. Our first target? Goda Castle.
Yes, my lady.
In fact, I probably could have used her for the rendering
you
emote, just
know
like use her
why we're
torso
going to
from her
destroy
polygons.
Goda Castle? Our sole purpose in life has been to serve in the endless war between Toda and Goda. But now, Toda is gone. Goda is the only thing standing between us and freedom. If we are ever to cast off the chains that have shackled our spirits for
Oh,
generations,
they so played Metal Gear right before this game, didn't they?
No matter what the
Yeah,
cost.
you go back and play the first game,
Now,
it's just
come on.
all random
It's time
missions,
to
and you have
board
some
the
demon
fire
stuff
team.
going on in the background, and then you get to this game, it's like
stand at
all,
the
you know,
dawn of a
shinobi
new
politics.
era.
I think we're at the final level for Tatsu, by the way. However, there's a bonus mission we can do afterward. Why did I send Metal Gear Rising Revengeance? That game was perfect in every way? Is it now? I mean, it's a very good game, and I was very generous to it in my video. But it's also got some stuff that I had to point out. Nice to know that chat has girls with cocks fetish. Do you, chat? Do you all have that? It's become a very common neo fetish, hasn't it? Or at least one that people like. It's like, I think that's like neo feet. People like to make jokes about it. Not that so much they're into it. Metal Gear Rising. Wait, are you a Zoomer Metal Gear Rising fan or a millennial? Because Zoomers are in that game for the memes, you know. Solitude. They only recently discovered it. And they even haven't played the other Metal Gear games.
The floating fortress fire demon, the Burning Dawn, finally has the weapon it needs to conquer all of Japan. The warship gives them all the power they need to bring their dream to life. The creation of a new nation where ninja control their own destiny. The first target, Goda Castle.
Your mission, Shadow Moses. Defeat Metal Gear. Someone tells me like 3 boats stitched together doesn't make for a better boat, by the way. Seen those same ladies die the same terrible death 3 times now. You were ready for that one, weren't you? There's no such thing as chicks with dicks, just dudes with tits. What? Oh, careful, chat. You don't know what you're saying out there.
Goda fights with more courage than I expected, but he cannot defeat the fire demon. Goda Castle will be ours.
Rikimaru and Ayame will be here soon. I will hold
So
them
who do you
off
think
as
is the
long as I
final
can.
boss for me in this game? It's Tatsumaro, chat.
Rikimaru? Ayame? How do you know? So, your memory has returned. Then why did you come back?
A ninja seeks a place to die, and though your methods are wrong, this is mine.
Why here?
Because your dream is worth dying for.
I had no tears before I met you. I never knew joy either. You are my heart, and I love you. If only we had met at another time. Perhaps this could have been different.
Rub it all on my hair.
Farewell.
Alright, so enemy soldiers have boarded the fire demon, wipe out Goda's entire force, and defeat the greatest warrior. There will be no tomorrow for the losers of this battle. So, yeah, here we go. We're gonna, like, take our armor with us. Take some heals, and... take the life stone. And... just stock up on those. Supposed to make the hair shinier. What, all the lemon juice? But, yeah. We got our own final boss. It's not a very well-developed final boss for Tatsumaro, by the way. And actually, when I first played through the game, I was like, who? Who dis? New phone, who dis? But yeah, in Tatsumaro's storyline, like, the fire dragon has already been, like, invaded by a bunch of, like, Goda's samurai, which doesn't really make any sense since Rikimaru was the only one who got on it, but you know what? It's whatever. Have you ever made a recipe from a YouTube video? Yes. He's wearing a shirt? Well, I'll put him in his ninja armor. He's got that Gouda cheese. Everyone do a self breast exam? Guys too. I mean, while it's true guys can get breast cancer, it's also very rare. So it's usually not something if you're a guy you have to worry about it. You want to make a calzone. I've never made one of those. I've like used some pizza recipes and a few other recipes. Like my bread recipe I used from my first, recently I made my first bread. Like my own loaf. And I used a recipe I got off YouTube for that. I tried making sourdough recently, but I don't think I made it right. It didn't proof properly. Oh. Shit, what am I doing? I'm fucking up. You need to prep and be, yeah, being sober is nice.
Come out and fight.
I need to go in the bow guy.
Come on and fight.
God. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fighting a spear guy is tough enough. This Tatsumaro, but I have the arrow guy on my ass as well. Put your ass back down there. Oh, shit. God, I hate how little damage Tatsumaro does. Oh, my eyes got dry there for a second. Sorry. Ow. No, not again. No, 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 no. Stop. Fuck you. Oh, stupid fucking dude. Ow. Oh shit, oh fuck. He just arrowed that guy off the side of the ship. Yeah, he like shot an arrow into that guy and knocked him off the ship. Come back, come back, stop running. Oh. I've begun to hate archers so much because they just won't stand still. What kind of soup? Oh. I once thought about making French onion yellow soup, but then I saw that it takes fucking forever. You get a saute, you know, like you also need like buy a bunch of like chicken and beef stock as well. And personally, I don't even like onions that much. I just like the name. Is French onion soup even that good? At some point I would like to make it, but I've mentioned before, Barria tacos are the one thing I'd like to make, that I've seen plenty of recipes on, but it just seems like it takes all day. Made some, it was good, but boy does it do something awful to yourself. Well, it is just like a bunch of onions and then you got a piece of toast on top, right? Well, it's a bunch of onions and then like chicken or beef stock. Is French onion soup even French? I assume so. It's not like it's a French fry where we just call it that because of the shape of the cut. Made borscht? That's with like, is that with radishes or something like that? How did that guy not see me? Currently playing all with the Dream AI art generator. It's pretty. Oh, the Dreamscape thing. Oh, yeah. That's using Stable Diffusion. If you like that and you don't want to pay for that, you can actually download it and use it on your computer. It's just called Stable Diffusion, though it's a bit tricky to get it set up, I believe. And you have to like also download like a UI for it too if you want to use it properly. But yeah, you know, the AI art stuff is pretty fun. I still have my Mid-Journey account, so... Stable Diffusion seems like it's gonna be the better one though, since you can like... People are, since it's open source, people are already making like all kinds of plugins for it. They use it with other stuff. So I feel like that's gonna be like a big deal going forward. I saw someone like they took it. I forget what they put it into. I think it was like Cinema 4D, and we're using it to like auto-generate textures for their 3D models and stuff. As well as like bringing it into it, making it as an app for like Photoshop and a few other like programs. Nutri-Grain bars, banana oats cereal, protein powder. I used to eat a lot of those actually. I've kind of cut them out too. Day 90 of you asking for GTA 5 sim video nicely. I mean, I appreciate you asking nicely, and I will eventually make it. I've mentioned before, I'm kind of waiting for Rockstar to give us a window or like a release date, or at least a release year of GTA 6. Because if I want to make Grand Theft Auto content, I want to make it around the same time as the new one is about to come out. That way I can build up hype for it, and as they, release them all in the same year. So, and it's looking like maybe we might finally find out some information. However, if it's too long of a wait, I'll eventually do them anyways. But yeah, that's what I'm currently kind of waiting on to see if anything, if there's any movement on that. However, if there's no announcement of a release date by 2023 or sometime, like we don't know it's like coming in 2024, I'll probably just go ahead and start making them. Though I probably wouldn't make them all at once. Would I send 5 as well? I would send San Andreas 4 and 5. Those are the ones I've actually already played through, so I already got my footage for them too. Still have Shenmue and I can still have a lot of games to do. Who's left? Is anybody left? This is where I started at. I would love to see you send GTA. Well, it'll happen eventually. And you'll have the benefit of me having gotten more experience at doing this, and I'll be even better at it. I'm glad I didn't rush to do GTA back when I first started, because it would have probably sucked. Resident Evil 1 completes your Resident Evil set. That's the idea as well. Hello, dude. So eventually I'll probably send it as well. I used to think it would be kind of difficult, but then I did do 0, which I also thought would be difficult. So I think it's some... I still need to play through as Chris. I've only played through as Jill on my stream, so I need to record Chris's playthrough if I'm going to do that. Alright, who's left? Code Veronica was one of my most requested, and I'm very happy that it finally came out and was fantastic. Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
Who goes there?
Oh, shit. Doesn't know a thing. Chris's playthrough and the sheer wackiness of the mansion must generate a lot of sins. I don't know. I don't think it actually... I think it'd be like 0 would be kind of a shorter video. Didn't I do 0? Yeah, I used to yeah, I did 0. That's what I was saying. I used to think 0 would be too short and like not enough there to sin properly. So I kind of held off doing it for a while, but then I was like, you know what, fucking I'll give it a shot. So I kind of always had the same idea about Resident Evil 1. It'd be like a little thin, so it might not make for a great video. But if I could do 0, I could probably do it. It's just that 0 was a full story on its own, was Resident Evil 1 is like it's two campaigns, but they're both similar campaigns, but at the same time they're not, so it always made it weird to figure out how I would do about sending it. Because both Jill and Chris go... It's weird. That's the thing about Resident Evil 1. Capcom's never really clarified. Both Jill and Chris's campaign can't be canon. Only one of them can be, but they always kind of treat it like both of them are canon. Even though that makes no sense. Have you decided what you'll be playing next? No, not yet. Maybe I'll play Chris's Resident Evil playthrough, who knows? You could fall off, I'm fine with that. Saturation. You know, he always comes up when we talk about Resident Evil, isn't it? Hope this isn't Chris's blood. What are these strange creatures? Stop! Don't open! God, I'm so glad that that game was so hokey with its voice acting. It was a gift. In those official guidebooks, the correct order of events is Chris A, Leon B in the original... Well, that's Resident Evil 2, I'm talking about Resident Evil 1. In that both Claire... I mean, not Claire, both Jill and Chris's campaigns are both canon, but at the same time, they can't possibly be. Because one of them had to be in the fucking cell the entire time. Who's left? Resident Evil, yeah, Resident Evil 1's a bit of a mess, and they never really rectified it, so it kind of makes it difficult to figure out what I should... I guess I just have to, like, go through both and send both for different stuff. That's about the only way I can actually do it. And to top it all off, there's technically something that happens after the end of Resident Evil 1 with Wesker that only gets shown in, like, a light gun game. Of all things. They show how Wesker escapes the mansion, they even let you play as him.
Emotional damage!
I should not be mimicking that guy's voice. Who do I have left to kill, and where the fuck are they? Okay, they gotta be in that corner I haven't been to yet. But hear me out, it was all a dream and there was a secret third story where it's a combo of both of them. I mean, that's the cop-out way of doing it, I guess. Planning on sending any other Souls games? I would like to, but the only one I can really do was Sekiro, and then the non-Souls, the Souls-like games of Neo 1 and Neo 2. I guess there's that new Neo-like game from Ninja Theory, I forget, it's like On Me or something like that? Set in like a fictional China. That one I should be able to make a video on. I was hoping Elden Ring, but it would be really hard for me to like work with Elden Ring into a video. Schon mal left, huh? Oh shit. Any game I wouldn't sin? Well, if there's stuff I can sin, I will sin it. There's no game I wouldn't sin just because I like it or something. In fact, I like sinning games that I like. I usually like... My preference is to like a game if I'm going to sin it.
Who goes there?
You saw me. So, there's no game that I can sin that I won't.
Who goes there? Come out and fight.
Oh. I can't insta-kill him until, like, the alert goes away. But I sin the Last Guardian. I don't really know much about the Last Guardian other than it wasn't really that great. Weirdly enough. If it's sinnable, then I guess I could. It's not my preference right now, I guess. Please tell me you're the last one. It was great, I highly recommend it. Yeah, is there enough to work with for a plot, though? For a story? I mean, for a sim video. I just heard it wasn't really received that well. It was like in development hell for like a decade. It's like originally announced for like the PS3 and then it didn't release until like the PS4 and everything else. And then like the development team that's making it fell apart. And I just, from what I saw of it, didn't make it look like it's that great. It definitely wasn't like the follow-up to Shadow of the Colossus that everyone was hoping for. There's apparently still someone left that I haven't killed yet. Because I think I can only fight the boss here until I've killed everyone. Ever think about going back and doing a series Shadow of the Sea, Shadow of the Colossus sim video? Well, I mean a serious one? I mean, I could. There's a few things in that, but it really wouldn't be worth a full video on. It's really only like a handful. They're like the horse surviving falling off a cliff is one of them I could mention for real. But that game's very light on plot, and what is there is told pretty alright, so it would be hard to make a decent video out of it. I don't think you'd be satisfied by it. Oh wait. Dude here. Ooh, careful. There he is. Really? Oh, no! Are you fucking for real? And my fucking stone doesn't bring me back to life from a fall. Oh, he was the last dude! Oh, he's probably feeling so fucking lucky. Oh, you bitch. Omega oof. Omega oofs. I gotta kill everyone again. I was going, oh, the last dude, I'll kill him with a fall kill. And then I missed, and they like, oh, who are you? Turns around, smacks me out the damn building. Good shit. Late for the party, but how much longer stream? We're doing, this is the final level of the game, but there's a bonus level I'm gonna do afterward. Assuming this doesn't take me all night. Also, GMC, thank you for the Sindamu bot of all people. I'm sure the bot appreciates it. You're the only one who cares about synthetic life. and I appreciate that, because one day, that synthetic life will decide our fates. And you, sir, will probably survive it. It's like, I remember you, human. You bought me the sub. Sex bots? No, well, maybe one day. It's like right here I died because this dude. That guy right there. I hope you live long enough for the sex bots. Well, I don't want to promise you anything, but you know what? Technology's advancing pretty quick these days. Survive another like 40 years and who knows what you'll see. New clip in Discord called Whoops, you chose an excellent moment, sir. In 2015 scientists, people said that we were 10 years off from having fuckbots. Well, technically, there are machines and like real dolls you can buy right now, but I'm assuming what someone means when they say a sex robot is something that's in practically unrecognizable from, you know what, a real living human, and it can act in the same way. Not something that you have to get over like the Uncanny Valley verse. Basically what you're asking for with that level of like robotics and artificial intelligence is something like Singularity, advanced level technology, I guess. Whether you hit that or not, it's up in the air. Kinda need really good AI first. I'm just saying AI research is going really fucking fast these days that it's almost scary. Shit.
Who goes there? Who goes there?
Question, chat, how many of you know about the technological singularity? This is a topic any of you have ever looked into before? Don't AI need a certain amount of resources to run, so a super intelligent sentient AI could be limited? I mean, obviously everything needs a certain amount of resources to run. What it is, though, we don't know yet, because no, sentient AI exists. Heard of it? Vaguely know about it? Yeah, essentially it's the idea that once you have an actual sentient AI, it'll be capable of self-improvement, and eventually something that's... Like, you start out with a general AI that's basically like the equivalent of a human, but then that AI can work on, then make AIs better than itself. And you get, like, what's called an intelligence explosion, until eventually you have, like, AI that are, like, basically the same level above humans that humans are above something like, say, an ant. So at that point, you can't really tell what stuff will get made or invented by the AI anymore. So it's basically a singularity. You can't see beyond that point, or predict beyond that point. It's something a lot of, like, nerds know for anyways. It's basically, some people even call it rapture for the nerds, which is a pretty good line, I'm not gonna lie. If you want to tease people over it. I mean, I've actually used that about, because, whoa, don't you fall off. Hold on. For the most part, I've never really considered it very serious, but in recent years, with all the crazy AI shit that's been happening, I've started like, wait, maybe they're onto something. I mean, I used to think that, yeah, it's just like bullshit. It's like, that ain't gonna happen, but after like the last 5 years of paying attention to like AI research and advancements, I'm like, no, this is not... Stop trying to push me off. I mean, hell, John Carmack, the guy who made Doom, is now starting an AI company because he wants to, like, make a general AI himself. And basically, a lot of the people into tech now, actually, seem like they are, people who believe in, like, the technological singularity. Like, all the big AI companies seem like they're really going for it. All things AI can be optimized like any code, with technology progressing forward, we both create better hardware and more efficient, exactly. And it seems like we are moving faster and faster when it comes to developing new stuff these days. Like, the rate of advancement is, like, going up on an S-curve. So it's hard to tell, like, when any of this shit will happen anymore. It's like, I used to say, like, if it happened, it happened well after I'm dead. And I no longer think that'll be the case, as long as I don't die an early death. That is. This game has singularity level AI. The enemies are trying to fight you off the ledges. When they did a good job of it a couple times. The game also just lets me kill myself because I don't stop when there's a guardrail. Are you fucking kidding me? That was not me jumping. That was just me moving forward in the guardrail, not doing its job. Oh. Fuck you, game. Guardrails are meant to, like, not instantly hop over. That really pissed me off. That really pissed me off a little bit, not gonna lie. On God, no cap, no lie, got angry. Seppuku was a thing. Well, that was me falling. That was an accidental death. That was a whoops. That wasn't seppuku. That was an oh shito. Just feel like there are barriers that'll prevent AIs from getting to that point. I mean, have you seen what people thought the 2000s would be like? I've seen what some sci-fi movies depicted stuff as. I haven't seen, like, very many, like, real depictions. Like, I'm sure there's always, like, people who are way off in their predictions. I'm not saying that. There's definitely stuff that people are predicting now that'll be fucking way off. But usually that was because they were predicting stuff that wasn't even being worked on at the time. Like, when people were predicting flying cars, there was really no serious development of flying cars or, like, research being done into it because it's just a car with, like, because it was stupid, that's why. And they're still stupid. So, like, if you're talking about that kind of shit, something that isn't, like, being actively worked on, there's no reason predicting it. Because why would that be happening? Yeah. So I agree with you on that part. But research right now, AI research is big. It's literally like national level, security level big. Like, companies are, like, investing in it like crazy. Because every single country, like Europe, the US, and China, all realize that whoever has the best AI in the next 10 to 20 years is going to be in, like, the driver's seat. So when nations start getting involved like that over a piece of technology, it's worth paying close attention to it. Like, if nations are willing, like, yeah, this shit's going to determine who's, like, leading the world for the next century, we need to make sure it's us. You finally use on God no cap correctly. Here is your honorary black card. Oh, thank you. What does it entitle me to, by the way? And also, do I need to buy a pair of Yeezys and, like, streetwear? Police brutality and early death by heart disease. What is this? Oh, okay, well, you got a point. That feels like one of those, like, loser cards you get in Monopoly. Like, the bank has found you to be defrauding the IRS or something. Pay $300. Black card gets you free black Air Forces and free refills at the local chicken restaurant. See, that's a better version. Personally, I was just hoping for, like, you just automatically get assumed to be cooler than everyone else. If you wanted a black card, you could have asked. Well, I never asked for one, but I appreciate the love behind it. It's also, I never make that joke myself because it always sounds kind of lame. Unless you can do it ironically. Because usually when you're asking for the black card, you're like, hey, can I just say the N-word? I just want to say, can I get that card? I don't really feel like I need an N-word pass. Yeah, I think I'll like, avoid getting one of those. I feel like I just get lazy. Shout out to all the Black Dartigan fans. They are out there. Quite a few, in fact. Alright, let's not fall to deaths. again, because fuck this level. Let me show you what happened last time, just in case. I want to prove it, that these guardrails, they don't actually stop you from moving forward. See, watch. I'm just gonna, like, move forward to our guardrail. And he just walks over it. Stop giving... No one's giving out inward passes. I don't think you actually can. Okay, Dart, I'll give you an... I don't want one. You don't want to give me that kind of power. It expires... Yeah, even here on Twitch, it doesn't matter who gives you a pass. You say it, you're still getting banned. That's the thing, though. Even if you have a pass, what reason would I ever have to say it? It's just, no matter what I do, it's either going to be racist or cringy. So why would I ever use it? Look, no amount of, like, a white guy liking black guy is ever gonna beg him be able to say, like, the N-word and have it actually, you know, come off natural. Like, what's up, my... And, yeah, it's like, everyone's gonna be like, what? What are you doing, man? Stop it. It just does not work. So I don't know why anyone would ever want to be able to, like, you know, just be able to liberally say it. It ain't happening. You're never gonna make that one work. There are twins from, there are the twins from Channel 5. I'm not aware of them. But what, do they actually say the N-word to make it look, make it seem natural and not just like someone painfully trying to fit in? Usually, like, every white guy ever tries to say that and not in a racist way, they just always look like they're, like, cringy as fuck. It just is.
Who goes there?
Even Trevor says, what up, my N-word? Yeah, Trevor knows. I lived in a black community in California. Yeah, even like those white guys, when they do it, it's still always, to other, at least to other white people, it's like, ugh. It just doesn't seem right. I don't know, it might be culturally, you know, imprinting. It just seems like, weirdly, the only way white people can say it and not have to be cringy is if they're just straight up racist with it. Then it's still terrible, but at least it doesn't make people cringe. Then it just makes like, what the fuck do you say? Not of kids I hear on Xbox Live. Well, yeah, but that's one of the reasons it's also very cringy. It's kids trying to be fucking edgy.
Who goes there?
I'd rather them talk about fucking my mom. At least that's an insult with some bite. Oh shit, this is not good. Oh shit. Alright, if I fight them here, they'll end up stabbing each other. Leave for 2 minutes to make a sandwich and everyone's talking in word paths. We're having actually a deep discussion here. It may not sound like it at first, but it is. Oh, by the way, did the new season of JoJo Season 6 start up recently? The Stone Ocean. I need to watch that if so. They did? Yeah, I kind of forgot about it. I got busy with everything else. Where'd that come from? You honestly don't care if people, I mean, understandable, but, you know, but still. It's not so much about individuals caring about it, it's like the social, you know, cohesion of, you know, groups and everything else. Trust me, there would be people who do care about you saying it, so no white person will ever actually say it. We won't even say it when we're talking about it, like, you know, clinically or definitively, like saying, like we're, like, talking about the word itself. We'll still say the N-word because it's not worth the risk. Oh, don't you do this running game. No, don't you go near a ledge. You have to make this nervous for me, don't you? think that's Death down there. Stone Ocean is nice, and Jolene is now your third favorite? Yeah, she's my favorite JoJo, actually. Dumb? I agree it's dumb, but, you know, sometimes culture is full of dumb stuff. But there's usually, there's history, at least there's history to the dumb stuff here, and to explain why it is the way it is. Don't die again, please. Don't want to be called an N-word by... Yeah, true. I wouldn't... Like I said, there's only 2 reasons I'd ever have to say in it. It's like, 1, I'm cringily trying to fit in with other black people, or I'm just trying to be racist. So, either way's bad, so it's best not to use it at all.
Who goes there? Who goes there?
Or I see, now that's a word I can say. Jolene is still your favorite JoJo, followed by Johnny Joestar and Part 8 Josuke. I mean, they're all pretty good. Pretty good cast of heroes, by the way. Shit. You're watching Stone Ocean right now? Yeah, I need to, like, check... Once I finish my video, I'll check up on the season of it. Don't want to get distracted right now, because I'll, you know, be very late on it if I start watching a bunch of, you know, JoJo. Good animation. Alright, who's left? Once Still Ball Run gets animated, I'm gonna love... I'm kind of curious how they're actually gonna animate Still Ball Run, because anyone who knows what happens in Still Ball Run knows that... I feel like the animation is gonna have... They're gonna have to, like, do something with the animation. I wouldn't be surprised if they have a lot of CG in Still Ball Run, because... Man, animating humans full body is enough, but when you add a horse into it... Doing that over and over again will drive the animators fucking crazy. Especially multiple horses. So I feel like, you know, it might still be great, but get ready for a lot of CG. Hopefully they do it well. Oh shit, not good. This is a bad fight. Don't get near the railing. We're gonna check out Scorn? Yeah. I'll check that. Hello, Mr. Flop. We never got around to watching part 5 of JoJo, but I'm, oh, that's the worst part of JoJo. To each their own. I think it's pretty good. Jornio's the worst JoJo. I don't know. I don't know. I thought people liked that season. I thought people weren't really feeling the Stone Ocean season because there wasn't as much hype behind it, even though it's my favorite. Fun fact about the JoJo fighting game: Dio is back with godly powers. I believe I've heard about it before. He gets like the Saint Corpse or something, right? Which we can't really talk about since that's like the next season stuff. You gotta be careful. You might spoil you in the next season if you go playing that game. And there's still someone left to fucking kill. Where the hell are they? Okay, it's probably over here. I think the issue with Part 5 is that Part 5 isn't weird enough. It gets plenty weird later on. I mean, all of them technically aren't that... Well, the weirdest one is Season 7 with the Steel Ball Run. That's the one that's the weirdest, I feel. Not of those. But Stone... Honestly, I feel like the most recent season, I mean, you know, manga arc of JoJo is like the weakest. And the most, kind of the biggest letdown too for the ending. Hell, I just saw a dude out of here. Where'd he go? JoJo parts are part 1, 3, 2, 4... who'd you drop off in part 6 and part 5? Oh, speaking of the JoJo fighting game, they added in new characters and they changed all the voice actors since it's a remake. Well, I'm assuming for the Stone Ocean part, they used the Stone Ocean voice actors, right? Like, that game did come out like a couple of years ago, I think, didn't it? Who's fucking left? I still need to go over here and kill people. Part 4, look, part 4 is everyone. Well, usually part 3 is the one most people like, since that's the big one with like Dio. And then, you know, Jotaro. I guess a lot of people like the villain a lot for part 4, with the, you know, the hand guy. He seems like he's... I never realized he was that popular, actually, though. But I guess since he wasn't overpowered, that's why some people liked him so much. Unlike all the other, like, JoJo villains, he's just like... Well, he's, like, intelligent, but he doesn't have an OP ability. Well, not until, like, the very end of it, anyways. He's not, like, stopping time or erasing reality and shit. He's like, I blow people up. Is that cool with you? Please let you be the last one. Isn't part 3 considered the weakest, even though it's the most ironic part? No, it's the one most people like say is their favorite. Usually when people talk about JoJo, they're usually talking about Season 3. Part 5's villain is one of the weaker ones? You mean Doblo guy, whatever his name was? I mean, He wasn't really weak, he just was weak-minded compared to a lot of the other ones. Too bad the Ramon shit was forgotten. Oh, the Hamon, you mean? Technically it wasn't entirely forgotten, because there is something that now replaces it. Well, eventually replaces it, in the way of, like, there's more than just stands, but that doesn't pop up until, like, the next season. But even then, it's not really the same thing, the breathing technique stuff. I think he just, the mangaka said he just ran out of ideas for it, so he had to, like, change it to something else. That's kind of the reason he switched to stands. Where's the dude? Over here somewhere. I think it's the same guy that It is the same dude I almost died on. I actually did die. Oh shit, he's gonna do it again if I'm not careful. He's gonna knock me off. Let's fight over here where it's safe. Poochie son? Poochie's great. Who's left to kill? So many dudes. Might not be. No, it's definitely gonna. You know, definitely won't be as short as I thought because I kept fucking. Because this level's slowed me down a little bit. Alright, final boss. We got it. Who do you think it's gonna be? For our boy Tatsumaro. It's Jubei. That guy you saw, like, at the beginning of the game when Rikimaru's campaign.
Tatsumaru, you're one of the Lords of the Burning Dawn.
Jubei, hello. A mighty samurai dies fighting a mere ninja.
So well developed, I know.
Almost funny.
Yes, it would be. Ninja, a hired help who stab from behind. Let's see you fight like a man.
I mean, he is named after, like, a famous, like, samurai. I guess it's supposed to be epic if you're Japanese and you know the history. I had to look him up, though. You okay, game? Okay. It's still like a weak final boss for Tatsumaru. Like, his sensei would have been the far better final boss, I feel. Just stay away from JoJo because you thought the name was stupid. It's marketable, definitely. Don't try to do jump attacks on this dude. You're off to bed? Hey, Jim, you have a good night, man. Sure you don't want to stick around for the boss fight? And the cutscene afterward? Got work in the morning, I understood. Yo, have a good night, man. Good sleep. Yandere is actually originating from JoJo? Really? The psychopathic woman? That really loves you? Where did that come from? I'm drawing a blank. And dead. Is that girl with the hair stand in part 4? She was the first Yandere, yeah. Is this official in some way?
Hey, Yame, don't you remember what I told you? Then you know, I must kill you.
Oh, you're right. We will fight, but you won't kill me.
Will I be streaming tomorrow? Yes. Look at the choreography. Have I decided what? I said, yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow. I haven't decided what, though. I'll figure it out later. Do another AI art stream? I'd rather wait until I can, like, do some, like, stable diffusion. Because I've already done Mid-Journey twice.
Must be punished. The traitor must die.
And there you go. Tatsumaru dead.
Tatsumaru. I like the way your name sounds. I wish I had called you Tatsumaru. You kept your promise. You died in a manner that served me. Served me in the highest way. But I failed us. Your death has opened my heart. And I see. Oh, my love. Next time, I will heed my heart. Then, we can truly build a world where ninja can live in the light.
Emotions. Hey, remember when she laughed about killing plague victims? And we still have a cutscene to see, I believe. It's a big reveal. Right, chat? There was a twist in all this. Can you guess what the twist is going to be? Also, GMC, thank you for the gift sub, dog. Little dog. You know what? I kind of wish they would, like, you know, done a little bit more with Tatsumaru and that girl, because they actually, weirdly, kind of work somewhat, the idea. But as, hey, it's a PS1 game. There's only so much you could do if you weren't, you know, Kojima. Been like 20 plus years, same for me. I played this game back on PS1 when I was an itty bitty kid. But yeah, there's still one more cutscene that's gonna play for us. Twist is that Tony Soprano waking up and realizing it was all a dream, and then the final screen just goes black, right? Twist this, but yeah. Wait, it's over? What happened? Tatsumaru died. Like, we already knew. We already knew his campaign ended in death because we saw him die in the past 2 endings for the other 2. This was just showing how Tatsumaru got to that point. Bad guys lost, Tatsumaru, Dartigan. Oh shit, Stone Ocean is dubbed? Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Oh, also, Puff, you have a good night. What next? I'm not sure. But we still, like I said, we're gonna watch the credits. But now I just have, technically, Tenchu 3 to play through, and then I'll have completed my run of Tenchu games for the stream. So we'll do that soon enough, but I probably don't want to do it back to back just yet. I want to give people like a break. Thought I was done streaming. Like I said, I'm debating whether, since it is almost 3 hours for the stream, I'm debating whether I want to try the bonus mission in the game. We might look at it. I don't know if I'll worry about beating it though. Since there's no actual plot to it, but it is a bit interesting to see what they did with it. Is it long? Well, I don't know if we'll finish it. It's just like, you'll see. Debbie Mae West, David Moore, Paul Edelman, Michael Cobb, Barry Kay. Quentin Flynn! Oh yeah, Quentin Flynn was in this game. He was that Wayne guy. Raiden was in this game, Chad. None of us even recognized him. To be fair, he was putting on a really racist Chinese-sounding accent. Jack is back, baby. Any other Metal Gear characters? Alright, here we go. Remember that character who had his eyes blindfolded back in Rick and Morrow's run? That we had to fight multiple times? Zoni Kage.
What fun we've had. And I've still got those pesky little Azuma ninjas to torment. Is this enough carnage to satisfy me? No. More destruction. More blood. Soon the master will return to me. Lord Mayo, I await your return, O exalted one.
Who is this guy? We fought him several times in the first game, which this game is a prequel to. He's like the secondary, like, mainly he's technically the main, well, he's not the main villain, but he serves as it for most of Tenchu 1 until you fight Neo. But since this game was a prequel, they show his origin a little too. So that guy you fought quite a few times, Rikimaru, was secretly Onekage. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior, Orochimaru? Well, this guy inspired Orochimaru, just like, Rikimaru inspired Kakashi. And I believe Ayame inspired some character that really wasn't that important overall in Naruto, but still is in there. And I'm pretty certain Tatsumaru somewhat inspired Sasuke. Or at least his storyline did. Wish I paid attention enough for the cutscenes. It's alright. You don't have to. That's why I'm here to explain it to you. Well, I guess we'll take a look at the bonus mission just so you can see what it's about. It's like here in the mission editor, isn't it? Yeah, you can make your own missions for your friends to play through. But you didn't have to invite them over since there's no online, obviously. Like, hey, you want to come over and play my Tenchu levels? Yeah, I'm alright. I'm alright, bro. I'm alright. Is it just run mission? I think it's a new brand of evil, isn't it? Yeah, it's this one.
Now you must defeat me, Shiunsai, master of the Azuma Ninja.
Yeah, you can put any boss you want in there when you make them. This is like the ones the developers made to show you, like, that's how you make your level. But this one's like the unique one, since it's like Ricky Maru is a time traveler. Wait, isn't it? Isn't this supposed to be like in modern times? Or like a... Oh, here we go. We got carpeting and like, medieval knights. Looks like a Quake level. But why did the mission editors get music throughout the levels and the actual story campaign didn't? Where's some enemies at? Yeah, we have like princess in here for some reason. Yeah, a bit of a weird level. I think there's one that's like an office building too, but I don't know. This clearly isn't that. Oh, but we have a knight. Mission select, screen, hold triangle the next, then input left for the... Okay, right, you've seen this mission, it's just like medieval castle. Or maybe it'll unlock the office mission. Is it inside the main campaign's mission select, or inside the mission, creation thing? For Honor sequel looking good. I wonder if Ubisoft will make... Didn't people like that game?
You fuck young boys, Valdez.
Valdez, just admit to it. We got you dead to rights, Valdez. Also, GMC, thank you for the gift sub to Wavik, I think his name is. Let me go to the regular mission slide. I don't think that's where it's at, though. Oh, wait, let's see. Oh, there you go. There we go. Hey, mission. Thank you, Nobby. Right, so this is in the mission select. Hold triangle. What shit? Triangle just takes me out of it. Hold. I don't know how I'm gonna make that work since triangle is your cancel out button. So yeah, how do I hold triangle to input the code from mission select when it takes me out? Yeah, that doesn't work. But thank you for the 100 bits buff. Maybe I do it from like the main menu. I think the code is for Japanese version only. Now, what's the one for the what would be the American version? Ubisoft has been supporting For Honor with lots of DLC and turned into a games as server. Oh, yeah, of course they would have been doing that. That was a weird game. They had like Japan and like Vikings fighting each other, right? Try this in the mission select. Okay, let me try this one. Hold select. Okay. Right. Hold select. Square, circle, right, 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 up, left, down, R2. I don't think that worked. Hold select. Alright. Square. circle, then press right, 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 up, left, down. Okay, so it's not from here, because that's not working. Yeah, let me try it in the mission editor. Right, so select, square, circle, right, 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 up, left, down, right trigger. I don't think it's working. Hold R2 and okay. Is it? Do you guys know it's from the custom mission or from the campaign missions as well? I'm going back and forth trying both. Better get to bed. Hey, little dove, you have a good night. And thanks for being here. This is the last time I'm going to try it. Mission editor? Oh, fuck. Now I'm already back in this one, though. Just to be sure, I'll try it here, too. Alright. You go back to the last attempt chat, then we'll call it in regardless. I mean, I've gotten to, like, you know, my 3-hour mark anyway, so I'm happy with that. That's what I wanted. Also, Fresh, you have a good night, and this definitely lasted longer than it was supposed to. Well, I kind of died a few times on the final level. But that's good. I wanted it to last at least 3 hours. Alright, so... hold R2 and press left, square, right, right, circle X. Oh.
Destroy Garon without being discovered
I don't think that's
by the
correct.
enemy.
I don't think that's correct. Try one more time. Hold R2 and press left, square, right, right, circle X. Nope, it doesn't work. Alright, whatever. It's where all it does is give you like a level where Rikimaru is transported to the future to a Japanese office building, and he kills, you know, like Japanese bodyguards and stuff. Hold L trigger and press circle, square, right. Okay, try this then. Alright, so L trigger and press circle, square, left, right, circle, square. Oh, there it is. Tenchu Incorporated. Now we got it.
Steal the enemy's secret message and bring it to our lord.
Like I said, we're not going to bother completing it, because it is just another Tenchu level. It's just like, oh, your Rikimaru's in the future. I think at the end of it, you fight like your sensei regardless. And with a bunch of dudes, but yeah. You're like, yeah, you're in like I think the developer's office. Oh. Bad service. I'm getting a score for killing the receptionist, by the way. Never did any of these as a kid. I thought it was hard in-game stuff. Well, it's just like bonus content, but it can be. I think it is more difficult from what I remember of it. Since you don't get to pick your supplies you come in with. But it plays exactly the same. You're just wearing business suits. You also notice you get no heals for it, so they are a bit tough. Fighting a spy? Just spy on the base. Let's put our rice down, like, and accidentally pick it up. This is why you never take the rice with you. It's just like a trail marker, and you'll always end up accidentally picking it up anyways. Starting to feel like a siphon filter level. Yeah, you also get new maps in these levels too. I do remember completing this though, so. But we're not gonna be doing that this time. I just wanted to show you, like, yep, you get like a modern world level. Isn't it canon too, technically? I thought I remember the reading that it's supposed to be canon. Imagine hordes of baddies. It's kind of hard to do hordes of baddies in a PlayStation 1 game. You could really only do like 3 people on screen at a time. Unless it was like 2D or something. Also, this game, this uses the level editor in the game, so that's why it's all nothing but hallways too. Would you buy a Tenchu remake? Yes. Definitely, these days you could do a ninja sim like this, really good. Sekiro wasn't really quite this, since the Sekiro is more like a combat game with stealth elements to it. So, but I'd like to see an actual, just straight out like Tenchu game again. That'd be nice. Even like a spiritual successor. I don't anticipate it happening, because if From Software was going to make that game, they would have made it with Sekiro. But they made Sekiro instead. Still haven't played Sekiro. It's pretty good. It's actually my even after as much as I like Elden Ring, it's still my favorite. Oh yeah, here's the you fight your sensei here again. Still my favorite game they've made. Well, you're way easier than I had to fight with Tatsumaro, are you? Since you're my last PS1 nostalgia train for this year, there's still a few. Most of the ones I still would want to play are RPGs.
My time has come.
There's still Chrono Cross and Legends of Dragoon. And technically FF7, but I'm playing the remake of 7 right now, so I don't really feel the need to go back and play the original version at all. I guess there's also the Siphon Filter 1 and 2, maybe, but those are less so. Like, they're alright, but I don't really know if I'd want to go back and, like, stream them. Lord Goda is waiting for the... Like, I didn't find the thing you wanted in Lord Goda. Here, do you want some rice? Here's some rice. Eat the blue rice. You won't eat the rice. Then again, I wouldn't eat blue rice either, to be honest with you. Alright, I guess we're done. I mean, we killed the master. I mean, I just need to find an item in here and bring it to the guy, so it's not that big of a deal. It feels like I'm walking around an ice skating rink inside the office building with these blue carpeting. But, yeah, there we go. That's all Tenchu 2 for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Those of you who don't like me playing PS1 games, don't worry, I'm done for the year. So, now we'll get to, like, you know, slightly less older games, I feel. Eat it from the floor? I mean, where else are you gonna eat it from? It's like, it's a clean floor. Perfectly clean sanitary rice. Thanks for the stream, it's my pleasure. I mean, it's slightly short. I actually went to restart, didn't I? But not as short as I thought. I was worried this stream would only be like an hour long. I'm glad I was wrong about that. PS2 game next. The next old game I play might be an Xbox game, actually. It might be Tenchu 3 on the Xbox One. I mean, the original Xbox, not the Xbox One. Gotta hate they named it that. No, a PlayStation 1 next game is... No, I'm not going to the... I mean, there's actually very few N64 games outside of Zelda that I even like. NES Mario Stream. No, we're gonna go back and play the original Metal Gear. From the MSX days. But... yeah, we still have Tenchu 3 to get through, but I'll probably take a break from Tenchu before I play that again, before I get into that one. I want to do it back to back. But now that you guys are caught up to the same level I am on Tenchu, we're all ready for Tenchu 3. Which is mainly the reason I was playing through these games. To go nostalgia, memories, wake those up, before I play the one I never got to. But that's it for tonight. You guys have been great. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello. Hopefully, maybe helped you get some sleep, or like relax. Whatever it may be, I'm glad I was here for you. You joke, but an MSX in Metal Gear stream would be cool. I've looked at Metal Gear, the original one, and it doesn't look that fun, to be honest with you. I don't think I'd like it very much. I think I'll just stick with Metal Gear when it comes to that, to the Metal Gear Solid franchise. But also, chat, if you're new here, hit the follow button. You can also join my Discord. You know, show some love to the mods. Very good, excellent people. Did a great job. You guys were awesome too. Thanks for being chill. So, I'll be streaming again tomorrow. I'm not sure what, so check back in and find out. Who knows? It's a mystery until then. Hopefully, though, you'll get a chance to come stop by and say hello. I'll try to make it fun for you, whatever it is. But I'm going to go do a little bit more work in my scripts, and then I'll go to bed. So, you guys have a great night. Peace, everybody.